everybody, and welcome to Pouring Over Properties, your podcast where two Vegas locals spill on homes and local spirits. And today, we are really going to be talking about spirits.
We are.
Breweries.
I think it's past due.
Definitely.
We've talked about all these breweries, but we haven't done a deep dive into, as a local.
Where are they? Where to go? How to get these beers? Like all that sort of thing. Like it's exciting to me because, we obviously enjoy a nice fresh brew. And sometimes, people do hit me up on the side and wondering like, where is that brewery? I had never heard of that brewery. Do you know where to find it? So I figured today, let's spill the beans. Or spill the hops.
The thing that people have been asking for, not really, is that you do the research for once, and I just sit back and
One time. All right.
This is going to be a little payback.
Your boy has one hangover episode, and gosh darn it, it's never going to end. So, yes.
All right, so let's talk about our brew today.
Yes.
So we have Craft House Evocation.
Evo, yeah, what does that even mean?
I don't know, but it says pink peppercorn, so that's great.
Pink peppercorn. I thought peppercorns were not pink, but I guess they have pink versions.
Oh, I didn't realize it was 6.4.
Yeah, well, hopefully we'll see how it tastes.
Okay.
I mean, goddamn.
I thought we were doing like a nice easy beer today, but
no, it's a peppercorn.
It's a peppercorn.
Come on.
Cheers to that.
Cheers to that. Oh, it's nice and cold.
It's spicy.
Yeah, that definitely has some, like
pink pepper,
almost like vegetable in it. Like it tastes like I need to be cooking a steak. That's actually what it tastes like. Like
that's a pink peppercorn.
That's it. Yes.
All right.
Well, I'm gonna have to get some on my way home because I have a flank steak I'm gonna grill up tonight. So I'm gonna get on that. But fun fact about Craft House Brewery. I think it was not one of our first ones, but one of the first ones over here in Henderson that opened up. We call it the Henderson Industrial, where a lot of
that's what we came up with today.
Yeah, that's the industrial part of Henderson. There's a bunch of warehouses. They have that like make your own wine over there. I'm sure that's where Las Vegas Distillery is. The whiskey place is actually over there as well.
We're gonna do that one day.
Yeah, so
maybe we could go there for that one.
We have it. I have this whiskey at my house that I want to bring. We need to do that. But,
okay.
We got to actually figure out a day that, we actually pregame and eat food before so we're not super drunk.
Oh, look who's the planning guy now.
It's whiskey, man. It's whiskey.
Anyways, so let's talk about, there's multiple different districts that have evolved into the, you okay?
Effervescent. I don't know what that means. Effervescent. Anyway, I've got some Googling to do after this again. Yeah.
So there's multiple areas of town where I guess the craft beer scene is.
Yeah. There's one that screams, and I feel like that's where they assume all these breweries are.
That'd be the Arts District?
Yeah.
So that's downtown Las Vegas. It's revitalized over the last, 8-10 years.
Hippies stand up.
I think it's more than hippies. I enjoy it from time to time, and I think
most
people that know me would not consider me a hippie.
No, it's just like, that's the whole vibe behind it. I feel like the Arts District. It's called the Arts District. Artsy-fartsy. Come on.
Artsy-fartsy.
Yeah, but it is totally under construction every time I go down there, and parking is kind of a pain,
Yeah, it's not great. But if you're going to the breweries, you probably should Uber anyways, so problem solved.
Facts. Uber. I got the self-driving car. Does that count?
No.
Yeah, it doesn't. Definitely doesn't count. Yeah, I don't drink and drive. That's a fun fact. So Arts District. So what's your favorite brewery down there at Arts District? Let's go with that.
You actually didn't know that this was down there, and it's Huddle. So Huddle is great because it's attached.
How do you spell that?
Hudl.
They forgot some letters.
They did.
All right.
It's artsy. So it's actually really cool because it's a brewery and there's a barbecue place right in the middle, and then there's another brewery.
Soul Belly. You didn't know what that was called. Soul Belly Barbecue.
I know it's barbecue.
It's because you cannot smell it like within a mile radius.
And by the time you're done drinking and you want barbecue, you don't care what it's called.
It is delicious too. Yes.
And then there's a brewery right next to it, which.
Oh man! I think.
You got the list?
Is it Craft House or NV Brewworks?
NV Brewworks.
And Nevada Brewworks is right there. Yeah.
So you have
creative name.
So you have So you have a barbecue place that's sandwiched by two breweries.
You can probably get a barbecue sandwich there as well.
You can.
Pun
so
intended.
It's a great little area. You don't have to go far to either eat or go to the brewery. So it's
all right.
That's my favorite place.
It is like a little threesome, if you will.
Yes.
Is that what we're doing? Mm-hmm. All right, we got him. All right. So my personal favorite is Able Baker Brewery.
Oh, that's just because you like their flagship.
Yeah, well, yeah. The what is it? What is it? Yeah, well,
Atomic Duck?
Atomic Duck. I was thinking Duck Hunter. Beer Zombies was stuck in my head.
And
Duck
they
Hunter.
have great food.
Atomic Duck, and I love the story of Atomic Duck, how they came up with the name, because when they were doing atomic testings, they used to be able to come to Vegas and actually watch atomic bombs be blown up in the distance.
That was at Atomic Liquor, which is on Fremont Street.
Okay.
They actually have a railing on the outside of it where people would get beers and just literally watch mushroom clouds in the distance.
Awesome. That is, I wish I was alive during that time. I'm glad I wasn't, because I'm sure there's some ill-lasting effects from something like that, like watching, shock waves come through your bones while you're sipping beers.
Well, you're drinking beer, so you didn't care.
You did, yeah, you probably didn't feel it, because it probably wasn't your first beer by the time that bomb blew up, because I'm sure there's some prepping. And
there wasn't at 3:30, there's probably like a range like, oh shit.
They probably didn't know, the first couple, they probably didn't know when it was going to detonate. They're like, oh man, how are we going to do this? Come on, boys. How are we going to survive this is probably what it was.
Yeah, so Atomic Duck, but...
They sent out a duck on one of those bombs to see if it would survive.
Did they?
It did not survive.
It's an atomic bomb.
It's an atomic bomb. The Atomic Duck is now just named a beer, which is pretty epic.
But their food is delicious. If you go there, you should really try their banh mi sandwich.
Yes, the banh mi, yes.
That's my favorite meal there.
It is good, I like their Excited State Pilsner as well. It's an unfiltered Pilsner, which not a brewer, so I don't know the exact
That means they don't put it through a filter.
Well, yeah, but does it really taste different?
I don't know.
I don't know.
That's what it is.
All right. He's on one today, folks. Gosh darn it. All right. What's next there, Beau?
Are we staying with the downtown area?
Yeah, I think let's do that section. We'll do another section.
So Craft House is down there as well.
Oh, this one.
This one.
They actually have pink peppercorn in some of their beers.
They do. But that's not their first location. We'll hit Craft House up again to their first location when we start talking about the Henderson area.
Ooh, a little nugget
But
there.
Craft House is down there. What else we got in the Arts District?
We got Voodoo Brewing. It's down there. Have not been there either myself. So while doing research, one of us did research for this podcast, and it was me. I realized there's a few breweries that I haven't hit up, which surprised me because I do like myself a nice little brewery, and now we have some on-site places that we are probably going to go check out. And I'm running out of beers to find at a store, so I'm going to have to start going to some of these breweries just to acquire some of their beers for our podcast. So
give us an invite, we'll show up.
Hop Nuts.
Ooh, Hop Nuts is good.
Yeah, that one looked awesome. That one was...
You haven't had any of their beers?
I don't think so, no.
I've been there.
I'm not like the most hop-forward guy when it comes to that,
but after all the IPAs we're drinking, you're not a hop-forward guy?
I mean, I'm fine with them. I don't hate them, but I do enjoy a good Pilsner, man.
I feel like you're getting older by the minute.
No, I still enjoy a good whiskey.
You can handle is Pilsner still?
No, I just enjoy a good Pilsner. It's smooth, it's refreshing, because I like to do a little shot with my, when I'm drinking. So it's like a couple of Pilsners, a little Jameson shot, a little Casamigos, El Tesoro. I've been jumping on that tequila bandwagon. It's May.
You just went from whiskey to tequila all in the same night?
Yes.
That's a banger right there.
Yeah, I do that. I bang around
sometimes. Where you could really have a good amount of tequila?
Cinco de Mayo.
In Cabo.
Oh, never been. Yeah,
you should go.
Some people own places down there and finally invited me 5 years later. So, yeah.
Anyways, so let's move on from the Arts District.
We're talking about bangers. It was Segway.
Oh, Segway.
There's a Banger Brewing down in Arts District. Yeah, so Banger Brewing. I was trying to lay it on you.
Mash?
Didn't know you were going to
German theme because I really enjoy Bangers and Mash.
I mean, a German thing, maybe? I don't know.
We're going to find out.
Bangers and Mash is delicious.
Bangers and Mash.
Yes, facts. I hope they just have food. A lot of these places don't have food, That's kind of a bummer, So next, where are we going next, Beau? Player's choice.
Let's go to an off-site one. It's kind of out there by itself. A lone soldier, you might call it.
Oh.
It's Tenaya Creek.
Okay.
So it's actually off of Bonanza, in between Maine and MLK.
Yeah.
It's right across from the rescue mission in the same area.
Not always where I try to hang out.
No, this is definitely a destination brewery, you might call it.
An Uber in and out pretty fast brewery, if you might call it.
It's well gated.
Oh, it's gated?
Yeah.
I've been there, but it's been a little bit of...
but they have great beers, great atmosphere. They don't serve food, but they generally always have a food truck there.
Yeah.
I've been there multiple times. It's a great place. Like I said, it's off the beaten path. If you're down on Fremont Street, it's maybe a 2-minute Uber, but definitely not a walk.
All right, yeah, no, nothing except for Arts District and Water Street, which we'll get to.
Yep.
Like Vegas isn't the most walkable town, you know, or city. It's not really a town anymore. Yeah, but Arts District super walkable. Like every one of those breweries we mentioned is max a 10-minute walk from the furthest one to the, that we mentioned. I guarantee it. Like the two are in the same building, so right away.
If you want to do like a bar crawl.
That's where you're going. 100%. And they do have some decent food down there. They have a great Mexican restaurant down there. So Arts District is, it's really popping off a little bit. If you like a good time, if you're visiting Las Vegas.
If you down there and you can spend a few hours.
It's like a little mini Denver.
Sure.
Because the hipster, going back to the hipster comment.
Oh, yeah, cool.
Back at it. All right, so I'm going to go with another one since we're not like picking an area of town. I'm going to go with another one that's kind of off the beaten path, I'd say. And that's one that you wouldn't think's in Las Vegas because it's called Chicago Brewing. Chicago Brewing, I had to double check to make sure it was Vegas born, if you will.
And you've made that mistake before.
Yeah, well, yes, I did. There was a podcast that I brought a beer that was not a Vegas beer. There's just a bar named just after that same beer name. So I got boozled. So now I'm double checking things. Yes.
But yeah, Chicago, they have 2 locations.
Yes.
Their original location's out in Summerlin. A big 2 or 3 stories.
Looks like it's from Chicago. It's a brick building, which you don't see red brick buildings necessarily here in Vegas.
I haven't been there in a long time, but they have great beer. They have great food at that location. I don't know if the downtown location has food or if it's just... Well, it's inside a hotel.
It's Four Seasons, I believe. Yeah, and there's
Four Seasons?
I think so. Yeah.
No, it's Four Queens.
Four Queens.
Four Seasons. That's the south side of the strip. They don't have breweries.
They don't have breweries. No, no, hoity-toity.
Yeah,
bow ties only, probably.
Yeah, they have champagne bars, probably, but not.
They have
beer.
Hors d'oeuvres. Let me tell you, they probably have some hors d'oeuvres over there. But they also have a cigar bar.
At Four Queens?
At the Four Queens one. So, when you're into a good cigar after a couple brews, sometimes cigars. Sometimes it's a moment. It's a moment, I hated cigars until I went to Pebble Beach with the boys, and my buddy gave us a box of cigars, like, you guys have to enjoy one of these after Pebble. So we all sparked up one of those bad boys, and man, that was great. It was a moment in time. It cannot be replaced. It was so much fun. And I actually go to a cigar and real estate event every month. So I probably smoke a cigar every other one, just because I do have to have like a couple of drinks in me before I just go to smoking that cigar. It's not like I show up just to smoke it. I show up for the networking, the whiskey, and then once I'm a couple deep, throw one down.
So sidetracked talking about cigars.
Okay.
An event that if you guys haven't been to, if you're in Vegas and you like cigars and you like good food and you like good whiskeys and alcohol.
If you like living.
It's called the Big Smoke. It's every October, November. It's at the Mirage.
All right.
It's a couple $100, but you walk away with like 30 name brand high-end cigars. All you can eat, all you can drink. It's an amazing event.
Okay. All right. Big Smoke. They better have some barbecue.
No, they don't.
Like, come on. Like, they need to partner up.
They have the hors d'oeuvres.
Oh, here we go again. We got fancy all of a sudden now. I thought it was a brewery podcast. Right, let's go. I'm gonna stick to another random one because this one, I think everybody, you could stay at this. It's a hotel. It's a casino. All the, what are the people called that are, the dealers. All the dealers are actually karaoke singers. Ellis Island.
I didn't know the dealers were karaoke singers.
Yeah, they're like half professional singers. So like they'll be like in the middle of like dealing up your hand, they'll finish and be like, all right, it's my turn. And they'll go up and they'll perform, a song, Journey. They'll go up and sing that song. Some of them actually dress up, like the person that they are impersonating as well. So Ellis Island is a fun little casino, and ever since their remodel a few years back, it's a lot nicer than what it ever used to be.
The front porch?
Yes, with that giant TV. It's great to go watch some
UNLV. Their food's delicious, and their beer, like if you stick with their beers that they brew, they're reasonable. They're a few bucks. And they've never like really raised the price on those.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure it's the home of like the $6.99 steak as well. I've gotten it. It's a $6.99 steak.
They also have Metro Pizza inside.
Oh, they do? Mm-hmm. I'm usually like, go get that $6.99 steak.
That's true.
I mean, it's not the best, but like I'm just happy because I'm out of there for $12. Like, I can't even go to Chipotle for $12 these days. So you give me a slice of beef for $12. Like, I'm a pretty happy guy.
All right. So what else we got?
So one more off the beaten path. This one's more in like hoity-toity area, fitting on the theme, and that's Gordon Biersch.
Oh, Gordon Biersch, yes.
Yeah, it's like down there near Howard Hughes Center. The one Park Place is down there as well.
That's like our financial district.
Yeah.
If we were to have one.
It's actually really close to the Sphere. So I know that, everybody loves the Sphere. So, if you're going to the Sphere and you want to go to a brewery, this is definitely the closest one.
Really good garlic.
They also have that one Brewdog bar that's not a brewery, but we thought it was.
Well, we don't. No, that's on the Strip, and it's just a bar.
It's called
But it
Brewdog.
does overlook the Bellagio fountains, so it's pretty cool.
It is a cool bar. Yeah, didn't it? I heard when I was in Italy that, are the fountains going away?
No.
Fuck, they better not. I'm like, that's...
No.
It's quite the spectacle.
They
It's
go
like a
away
Vegas
when
staple.
F1 comes and screws everything up, but besides that.
Love F1. We're going to do another F1 podcast.
Are we?
We're coming up. Yes. I love F1.
You better find someone so we can
By
get
the way,
there.
Max Verstappen finally lost last week in Miami. He wins everything.
So you're saying
and
he's
Lando
gonna touch.
Norris, he's going to win next week for sure. And it's actually in Italy. So, this
Did
is
he
a good
find
one.
that?
No,
Oh, okay.
no, little broke, trying to work, doing that. So maybe we'll do a podcast about it. Live podcast. We'll have it on the green screen. Oh, yeah, it's green? It's probably not green when you're watching it. Yeah. All right.
So we've talked about all the one-offs. Let's talk about where we were born and raised. Let's talk Water Street,
Water Street. Born and raised Water Street?
basically.
Yeah, I mean, it's Hendertucky.
It's Hendertucky.
Hendertucky is the slang that we call it. And, it's actually the brew that we drank last podcast, Love Lady. It's the first brewery that was on Water Street.
Yeah,
they were there
took
before.
a big risk going there.
Yeah, I mean, I think built that building from the ground up.
They did.
Because when you go in there, they have like pictures of it when it was like in the multiple stages. They have a nice little patio area. They have like board games that you could play. So if you want to go there, and play a couple of those.
Patio's dog friendly.
You can do that. The patio's dog friendly. Most of these breweries, I'd say, are dog friendly because they don't serve food. The big thing about not allowing dogs is there's food allergies.
But you can get food brought in from Juan's.
Yes, you can. It's the best.
Juan's Flaming Fajita.
You can order Juan's.
Mexican ever.
Ever? I mean,
Vegas.
it is better than Lindo. I would agree with that.
I don't think we should be named that they're better than. We might want to go to Lindo at some point.
I mean, yeah, I like Lindo, but it is better.
Yeah.
Yeah, so.
Okay.
And I just found out my kid likes their bean dip, so now I can go there, he can have chips and some bean dip, and I can have a margarita.
Nice.
Yes. Love Lady.
Yeah, Love Lady.
They also have shuffleboard.
They do. They have a second location, a tasting room they call it, which is off of Pebble and Green Parkway, which I haven't
You've been
to.
in. Didn't you go there to like try to get a beer? Or no.
No.
No. Yeah, I haven't been there either, and it's right across the street from my office. But I try not to drink beers during work. It doesn't always work out. Sometimes I have fun lunches,
Yeah.
So
And then he comes to this podcast
yeah,
where we drink.
yes. Well, this is what my first beer of the second beer of the day.
Okay.
Gosh.
Also on Water Street, the second brewery, the only other brewery on Water Street,
Yeah.
is Mojave Brewing.
Yeah.
We've done beers from them. Fun fact, if you guys watched our Halloween episode, we had to do that one twice because I screwed up
Yes.
and put the first one in slow motion with no audio.
And we were on site somewhere in a haunted house.
It was awesome.
We had like a fake dead guy behind us, which was pretty epic, dangling in the
So
closet.
we had Mojave twice in 2 days,
Exciting stuff.
but we have had a few Mojave beers and good answer, good beers.
It's good. One of the cool parts about Mojave, it took over an old bank.
Bank of America.
Bank of America. So they still have the bank vault. Obviously, they don't just remove that. A little expensive to remove that. Plus, it's a cool little quirk. And now they have like a pinball game in there. I think another arcade game in there, like a giant TV in there. And you can actually
ATV. They have ATV in there?
a giant.
Just one?
Yeah, I think so.
That's cool.
I think there's just one.
don't
Yeah,
know.
pretty sure. But you can also rent out one of those lockers. That they have in the old bank telling machine.
Safety deposit boxes.
So you could go and have a cigar, have a couple things, in there that you could take out, which is pretty cool. So yeah, fun fact about there. They also have a cinnamon toast crunch beer. It's like they actually smash cinnamon toast crunch.
We
They
haven't
put
had
it
that
in
one
the brewery. Yeah, I don't know if they sell it like to go. I mean, we might get a growler of it. But then, like, how are they supposed to know what we're drinking? Like, we have this beautiful beer right here.
We can tell them.
We could do it, yeah.
We can do it on location.
It is good for like a beer, but like the second beer is it gets.
It was kind of like that one we did for Halloween. It was.
Oh, the berry blast or something.
It was a lot of. We had a lot
cider.
of berry.
It was a cider berry.
A lot of cider.
Yeah, cider berry for sure. So
okay,
so
so
those are the two on Water Street. Love Water Street. It is revamping a little bit and a place to probably go down if you're in Hendertucky, but no need to go there from the Strip.
No. And then I think the original district was actually located in Henderson.
Industrial.
Yeah, the industrial part of Henderson. I think that they started having breweries even before the Arts District did.
Oh, yeah.
Chicago
Oh, yeah.
Brewery, Tenaya, Gordon Biersch, they were here, but they were kind of Lone Rangers, Ellis Island. But like to make an area of brewing and spirits and wine, it was that industrial area of Henderson.
Have you made the wine down there? Have you signed up and made barrels?
I have not.
Me neither.
I have been there for some events. It was pretty cool.
Yeah, no, it's definitely a good space. Everybody always raves about it when they do it. Then they give me a bottle of wine. I don't think it tastes good, so then I don't sign up to do it.
Yeah, because it's not cheap. Like you get a lot of wine.
Plus, it's my friend's foot that smashed the grapes. Like, there's something that I probably taste your toe.
I don't think they actually use their feet.
Well, that's where I think, like you lift up your pants and you're stomping it around.
I see where you're going with that. I don't think that's like, I think that's old world, like Italy stuff. I don't think the helpers go out of that.
All right, well, I'm in an adjustment period, okay? I'm not used to America yet.
Oh, yeah, sorry. High foods.
Yeah, watch out, tune my own horn there. All right, so what's your favorite brewery down there? You named a couple.
Well, Craft House, obviously an OG down there.
Bam, Pink Peppercorn.
Pink Peppercorn. What else is down? Dude, it's been a while.
So my favorite that's down there, it's not a brewery, it's Las Vegas Distillery. It was the first, I think, Las Vegas distillery for making whiskey, and they've gotten a lot better. Honestly, the first bottle of whiskey I got, I was so excited. I was like, man, this is gonna be tasty.
Did it burn your soul?
It was. I still taste it. It's still like my esophagus is recovering from that 4 years ago or however long.
But one shot, you're done. You're good to go.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, I can also light it on fire. Fun fact, But then I got another bottle gifted to me. It must have just been more expensive because that second bottle is really tasty, and one that we're probably going to enjoy on one of our podcasts in the near future because we haven't had a whiskey. We keep drinking all these beers and ciders. Like, I feel like it's time to pivot.
It's time.
Yeah, it is time.
I think it needs to be a fancy episode though. If we're doing whiskey, like we need to do some fancy.
We tossed around the New Year's one being that we were going to wear tuxedo T-shirts and stuff.
Yeah, we screwed that one up.
And then now it's May. So, well, crickets. Yeah, that's when you need like that podcast. Crickets. All right, so Bad Beat Brewing. I just think that's one of the better names.
That's true. Yeah.
That was one of the first ones that were in the industrial.
Vegas-y.
Yeah, it's very Vegas-y. I mean, they got the poker chips, I think, as a logo. It's a Bad Beat Brewing. I mean, if you come to Vegas, it's pretty much a Bad Beat.
Doesn't Bad Beat have a location on Fremont Street?
I don't think so. When I was doing the Googling, they didn't pop up on the Google Maps. Maybe they're not,
Yeah, maybe it was there.
Maybe it's not clicked on enough to like pop up, but definitely didn't seem to be. Another one, Neon Desert, Neon Lights in the desert. Creative name. I don't know how they came up with that.
Have you been there?
No.
I never heard that one.
Yeah, I mean another one. I've had this beer, but I haven't been to the brewery, and that's Astronomy Ale Works.
Astronomy's good, yeah.
Yeah, they have good beer. This one I just found out about when I was doing research for the show. It's called Deadwood Meadery. And by meadery, it's like Lake Mead. So MEADERY.
Okay.
So Deadwood Meadery.
Is that brewery?
It's quite the name. It's a brewery. Yep.
Okay.
Yeah. So quite the name, and honestly, on the pictures of the website, it looked like it was pretty new.
Okay.
Like, look, desolate.
Okay.
Not many reviews.
Maybe we'll go and check them out.
To be determined on how we feel about that one, because neither of us have any clue on what to say.
Never heard of them.
Yeah. All right. So, I mean, that's all that I have for the industrial area.
Well,
yeah.
I think that was a pretty good rundown. FY, fun fact, Pahrump has...
We got two more we need to talk about.
Oh, okay, well, I'm going to get finished with my fun fact that Pahrump has a winery.
Oh, yeah? And hookers.
Legal.
Oh, so they're not hookers?
No. It's a...
What?
I don't know the correct term, to be fair, but I feel like that's derogatory when it's a legal profession out there.
Like prostitution? That sounds better?
I think that's the actual correct term.
I feel like hookers is way more fun.
No, it's more fun, but it's disrespectful to the profession.
I feel like prostitutes, like, going ham on somebody.
I think this is going to be a short that we probably shouldn't have, so let's move on.
Yeah, don't post this one first, at least. Let's warm up the crowd to what's going to happen. Let's pivot, and switch to beer zombies, because that's what I wanted to bring up.
We want to talk about.
It's one of my favorites.
Better than the last topic.
Yes, way better. Yes. So beer zombies has 4 locations, in Las Vegas Valley, and one, and I personally think their best location, and that's in Boulder City.
That's true.
It's like this little corner lot. It has a food truck there, so they do have some food at that one. But they have an outside patio with, you got bag toss, you got a little pond with turtles in it.
I appreciate the activities at each brewery that you've been to.
Yeah, because I always need something to do too. Like I'm not a just sit around and drink a beer guy. I'm like, let's talk and get weird and have fun guy.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, if you ever met me, you definitely agree with that statement.
I actually do agree with that statement.
Yeah, see? There we go. So beer zombies. They have a tiny little one out there in downtown Summerlin. Like, that one's like almost embarrassingly small. Like you
I
go
remember
in,
that. Like you walk in, like sits like 8 people.
yeah,
Maybe.
like
On a
4
good
at
day.
a bar and like 4 awkwardly standing behind the bar. Like it is tiny. They do have a little bit of an outside patio area that could hold another 4 people. So now we're at a maximum of 12. Fire department might have a fire code about the 12 actually. So maybe let's call it 10.
Not my problem.
Let's just be safe about the 10. But yeah, so that one is a little bit weird. They also have one out there near Black Sheep. One of my favorite little small restaurants in Las Vegas, Black Sheep. The chef there was actually on Top Chef and did very well there. Next door to that, they have it's next to Skinny Fats, which, fun fact, you just taught me this.
They originally started the Beer Zombies.
So Skinny Fats is a restaurant where they have 2 menus, one for skinny and one for fats. So, you know where I'm going every time. Yeah, every time. I'm like, why would I not get that extra cheesy cheeseburger or the kale lollipop salad? Like, I'm going to get the cheesy cheeseburger,
it's
you know?
It's
Yeah,
so
like it's just like you're just teasing me and I'm going to go with the good stuff, you know?
For Skinny Fats to do like a poll, basically, like they just, how many people order off each menu a day?
Right? Yeah. I mean, I
Like
feel
it's like a 2-to-1 ratio? Is it a 3-to-1 ratio? We know it's not a 1-to-1 ratio.
No, it's fats over skinny. You know, I
Yeah.
mean, it's America, right? Fats over skinny every time, every time. And the last, but certainly not least, brewery is the oldest brewery. Big Dogs.
Big Dogs on Sahara.
Big Dogs. It's an old school one. Yeah, we had a Big Dog beer.
We did.
You know, on one of our podcasts. So you know, we haven't. I've been to the brewery, but you know, it's been a while. You know, it's kind of like
It's out of the way.
We kind of stick in the Henderson area, and if we're going to go to some breweries, I go down to Arts District because I can hit up 1 or 2
That's
or
true.
4 or 5, as we just learned today. So,
Well, this has been fun.
yeah, medium fun.
We have some editing to do, obviously, about Pahrump. But
Good golf course out there.
great golf course out there. We hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Obviously, if you guys have any ideas for episodes where we can make a fool of ourselves like we generally do,
Yeah.
let us know.
Any breweries we missed, you know, definitely let us know about that, you know, or if you want to get us to your brewery and sponsor us some beers, obviously we're down for
We're
that.
pretty cheap. I think for 2 or 3 beers, that's basically all we need.
Yeah, I mean, really, you can just videotape us doing what we normally do, and it's basically what you get right now.
Yeah.
So, very much. So, hey, as always, thank you for tuning in if you've made it this far.
And we'll see you on the next episode.
Yep, see ya.
See you guys.